Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? Right now in the market, a lot of people are talking about gold. It's about time. It's way past due. We've been speaking about it for a long time. I've gotten plenty of messages over the past couple of years of people saying thank you for pointing me in the direction of investing into gold and silver. Well, you're welcome. That's something that everybody should be doing. Some of you were wise enough to invest 25-30% of your nest egg into gold and silver before we started to see cryptos and the stock market go down, and that saved your butt just a little bit. But right now, with everything going on with crypto market, which we should talk about SBF, by the way, and his FTX crypto, why is that guy still walking around free? Why are Democrats welcoming him with open arms, talking about he doesn't need to be questioned? He's done enough interview explaining himself. How about the fact that he committed a freaking crime? What about all the victims? That's what I want to know. Man, our government is just so damn corrupt. Before we get started, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, head on over to our friends at Money Metals Exchange. The link will be down below in the description. If you are a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code PIMPYSILVER. Yes, it has changed. PIMPYSILVER. So if you're watching this video and it's an older video, make sure you check on current videos, because the code is going to be changing from time to time from now on. Also, I can be found on other platforms. Everybody knows I have my own website, Pimpy's News Network. Over here, I post videos that I can't get away with over on YouTube. Also, I have a group on Facebook called Pimpy's Investment Chat. Over here, we do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. Come on over here and join us. It's free to do so. You can also come follow me on Twitter, MeWe, YouTube, and Odyssey. The links for all these platforms will be down below in the description. So for whatever reason, if I get removed off of one platform, you could find me on the others. Back in November, Michael Berry made this tweet. Long thought that the time for gold would be when crypto scandals merge into contagion. And we're seeing that happen in the crypto markets. It's one thing after another. You had the incidents with Terra Luna. That was a big deal. Recently, the biggest scandal is going to be with FTX and what's going on with them. It's just been ridiculous. So anybody and everybody that thought that cryptos was a safe haven, you're wrong. It's just been one scandal after another. What makes me even more sick about this whole thing is nothing's happening to this kid. You know what I mean? To Sam Bankman-Friedman, whatever the hell his name is. That's because he's connected. And I remember when I first started speaking about him, I said, there's nothing going to happen to this guy. His family is connected big time with Democrats. The criminals, they're not going to do anything to this guy. He's a criminal just like them. And he donated a ton of money to him. See, his parents were wise. And they said, look, if you're going to rip billions of dollars off from people, make sure you share some of that money with the other crime family members, the Democrats. And they'll see to it that nothing happens to you. And nothing has happened to him. I mean, come on, we've seen the SEC send out a letter stating that, hey, look, if anything pops up, and I'll do what I can to make sure that you don't get any criminal charges. And what makes things even more crazier than that, people are so distracted with other bullshit right now, nobody's going to say anything about what happened with FTX. It's just going to go right under the rug. People aren't going to talk about it no more, and you're going to forget all about it. All about it. So this guy ripped people off for billions of dollars, and nothing is going to happen to him. Not a damn thing. See, Bitcoin was teetering towards the $17,000 mark again. It's sitting around $16,986. Ethereum's at $1,254. You have XRP at 38 cents, Dogecoin at 9 cents, almost 10 cents. Cardano's at 31 cents, Polygon's at 90 cents, Polkadot's at $5.45. Solana is really starting to lose its ranking, but it's at $14.10. Shiba has now added another zero. It's at 509. People keep asking me, why am I talking about these specific cryptos? Because these are the ones that people talked about the most. These are the ones that people were asking about. So look at this. Sam Bankman-Fried. Venture unit reportedly invested in military drone maker, fertility clinics, vertical farming companies, Here are some of the defunct crypto giants' biggest and most bizarre bets. This is all that mumbly jumbly from the World Economic Forum. All these things in here. Like I said, he invested in the military drones. Come on, man. If you're kissing butt and dropping major money with the Democrats and the military industrial complex, you're safe. So it said Alameda Research, the crypto trading firm started by disgraced founder SBF, had hundreds of holdings in its private equity portfolio, the Financial Times reported. In an attempt to secure a new credit line to save customers' deposits, the 31-year-old reportedly offered some of these investments and some to FTX as collateral, according to the publication, citing a person familiar with their rescue effort. Rescue effort. Even if he can't rescue anybody, they're not going to do anything to this kid. They'll make some excuse about it being offshore in the Bahamas. I really told you that I felt like this thing was a scam and it was set up by people who were connected, and it looks that way big time. Lots of people want to know why he's walking around. Well, be smart. Next time, donate to the Democrats and you won't go to jail. Donate to a Republican, they'll multiply your sentence times 10. So over here at Terra Luna Classics at 3001, it's been maintaining between 3017, 3019. So it's pretty much the same, but again, I'm gonna kick back and wait until the cryptos start to go up. High tide lifts all ships. I listened to this expert talk about his prediction, and so far he's been right on almost all his prediction. His videos have been kind of addicting, and listening to him, and I'm going back to his old ones and comparing to where it is today. And he's not very far off. I'll give him some credit where credit is due. He's saying, look, there's not going to be any real movement if you look at the trends of crypto market until 2025 before crypto start to climb back up. And that's after dealing with the crashed economy, recouping, and everything else. From now till then, though, it's going to be pretty stagnant. The accumulation stage. 2025. Heck, we're not even into 2023 yet. But look, his so far so good as far as his predictions are concerned. So again, Terra Luna Classic at 302. Satama is at 201. And again, here's the crazy thing. I'm not sure what's going on, but I see this all the time. Every time Satama starts to make any kind of a run, then all of a sudden you see these drop-offs. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I try to read to see if there's anything, but you can see it happens quite often. Look, it's up here, drops, up here, drops. Starts to make a run again, goes up here, drops. And then you have all these little ones in between. Every time it starts to make a run, drop. Make a run, drop. Goes up again, drops. Goes up again. It's just a crazy pattern to look at. But if you look at a 7-day graph, at least it's going in the right direction, upward slightly. Anyways, again, Satama is at 0.001. Silver started to get up above that $23 and boom, they lowered a boom right on it. Anyways, it dropped silver down. You can see it's at $22.16. Yeah, right here. So as soon as the market opened on Sunday, silver was really taking off. It was almost to the $23.50 mark, and it got knocked all the way down to where it is now. So silver is sitting at $22.16. You can see right over here the same thing with gold. I knew once it got above 1,800, it was going to get smashed down big time. So what are you looking at? About a $70 drop from where it was right opening on Sunday. Gold at $1,771.10 per ounce. Everybody is running into gold. The central banks added another, 37 for last month. And they continue to add more and more. Do as they do, not as they say. Just look at gold right now as a gift and it's on sale. Pick up as much of it as possible. Look, I've mentioned this before. If you can't afford a full ounce, you don't have to buy just a full ounce. Doesn't mean you can't own gold. If you come over here to Money Metals, you can see here that if you hit the gold tab, right, you can either go to rounds or you can go to bars. You have fractionals in there. So you have your 1 ounce bars, of course, but you can get smaller versions or bigger. You want a 10 ounce bar? Woo! Anyways, look, you get 1 gram right here for $84. You can get 2.5 grams for $175. So see, you can own gold without having to spend a couple grand to get an ounce. You can get a smaller version of them. Same thing with silver. 100 ounce, your 10 ounce, your 1 ounce, your 5 ounce. And see, you can buy a sheet of these 1 gram bars. See, they break off. Or you can get a sheet of these 10 gram bars. So you can buy them in smaller versions. Here's 2.5. Look at this. You want to buy 2.5 grams of silver for $7.25? The point being, some people think they can't afford these things and are on a real tight budget. You can buy smaller versions. So head on over there to Money Metals and pick up some of these smaller versions of gold and silver if you can't afford the bigger versions. Anyways, again, gold sitting at $1,771. I seen Lynette talking about this earlier, which I thought was interesting. So the big short, Michael Berry, says that it's time for gold. And it has been for a while. He cites the crypto contagion. He says in a rare comment, the big short investor. For those of you who don't know what the big short is, Michael Berry spotted something in the markets back during the housing bubble and the way they were doing loans. So he bet a ton of money on shorting the housing market, which at the time the people thought he was crazy because it was booming. It was right in the thick of prices being ridiculously high. People were getting loans real easy. The banking industry was scamming off this. And he said, look, it's just a matter of time before this thing really crashes. So he approached some of these people about buying shorts on the housing market, which has never been done. And they were just laughing at him, and they sold them to him. And he put millions of dollars into this. And lo and behold, he was right. And he made a ton of money, not only for himself, but for his people. And that's how he got his reputation. Anyways, this is the big short investor, Michael Berry, has weighed in on gold, stating that this is the time for the precious metals to rally because of the crypto contagion risk post-FTX collapse. But it's not just FTX. There's been one thing after another. Berry rarely comments on gold, making this call much more unique for traders. According to him, the crypto chaos caused by the FTX saga sets the stage nicely for gold, which we saw that happening. Gold started to make a run. But with all the central banks buying up as much of it as possible, they couldn't afford for it to get too high. Said long thought that the time for gold would be when crypto scandals merge into contagion. Berry said in a tweet that has since been deleted. Berry is known to delete his tweets shortly after posting them. So you can see that gold was sitting around the $1,600 mark when the scandal broke out about FTX, and then it shot on up above $1,800 and has been brought down just a little bit since then. So definitely it affected the market, the gold market especially, and silver did the same thing. People realize that cryptos are not safe havens. Gold and silver are. You can see right here that he still is anticipating the market to really crash. Instead, the famous investor also revealed that he has a sizable short position at the moment. He said, you have no idea how short I am. Shorts meaning he's expecting the markets to continue to crash. So as I was saying, I said, look at central banks added 463 tons of gold to global reserves in 2021. That was 82% higher than 2020. So that was in 2020, but you can see right here for 2022, it says, including the mystery purchase, central banks globally added another 393.3 tons of gold in the quarter three alone. That's just almost as much as they did all of 2021. With October's purchases, the total for 2022 stands at roughly 704 tons. They're almost double of what they bought in 2021. As I was stating, do as they do, not as they say. And if they're gobbling up gold off the market, you should be doing the same thing. And of course, I'm going to encourage you guys that when you make that decision, you go to our friends over at Money Metals, all right? Anyways, that's it for now. I look forward to your comments, and I'll get back at you later. I'm out.